koler pushed all the way down. This could be a bloody bath from the rip.
Skadoodle dropping babybay early in the round. T1 has control of heaven, and this is really awkward for Zachareee, who's just forced to look in a lot of directions. Somehow rawkus able to get to the frenzies. Mag is deep enough to find the follow-up, but with 22 HP, it's a leaping target. Doesn't matter. Dawn couldn't quite connect, and now the pressure's on Skadoodle. Both players remaining are low on HP. There's the jump shots coming out. It's 18 HP with a ghost versus 22 HP with a frenzy.
It works out.
Yeah, he doesn't have time. He's going to have to run to this spike and run it into sight. Does he go for the open plant? Yeah, that's
huge.
Big mistake coming in. rawkus.
Back from the B site, you try to take this mid-control, but you already have the duelist going for a crossbar setup. A fake smoke that allows for these trades to happen, but babybay is going to continue to fight.
That's a bit of a problem, though. The gravity well sucks him in, but it's okay as they've brought it down to just Brax, who gets caught. I love this angle from rawkus. The problem is there's no escape route, so realistically, rawkus puts himself in a position where when there's too many people coming, not much can be done. A quick shot coming out from the op of Corey, though, neutralizes one more. That's Corey against Curry. Zachareee playing this angle behind the planter box. There's the knives, and babybay has some fun with that one. There's the wide swing king, Corey with the op. Brax now the only one left standing with a bulldog and the knives, slicing and dicing, but runs out of ammunition. The nade gonna sit right on the other side of that wall, get that away from that one on a 5-player rush with a scrape to get by. We've got players already moving up. Zachareee takes down automatic. Corey going inside the smoke. They have to make a move as time is of the essence. T1 doing everything they can to slow down this retake, and it's working out nicely for them. rawkus has grabbed the op, and it's time to get out of dodge. The shot will be right on the money, but rawkus is going to have to keep on running. Wants to punish as much as possible, but has to be careful not to give away the op. Brax actually dies to the spike. This is big. If Curry can manage to pick up this kill on rawkus, it could spin this round completely in direction of T1, but with that, it flattens things out and makes it a whole lot more manageable for FaZe.
Yeah, just trying to peek out towards mid against an opper. Not the best of ideas. Unfortunately there, and now babybay's in a great position on the top of the balcony. They can still make it across for T1 and get a couple of kills with this talk screen. It works out. Babybay falls, and Brax is able to save his teammate. So now it's actually quite winnable now for T1. The trades are actually perfect.
T1 somehow make the best of this. They get themselves on the site, but they're both stacked up towards the backside of Pillar, and now Skadoodle with just 10 HP and no real utility to fight against this. As the nade coming in, that shot wouldn't have made a difference if it didn't connect or not. And wants to split push this. Oh, the timing on that is perfect, and that allows babybay to get a punishing kill. That is the spike left back behind, making things much more difficult for them. Now they are able to go back and scoop it up, but it delays things and slows things down, and it escalates the pace necessary for T1 to find their way onto the site. As automatic gets vertical, FaZe punishes across the board. T1 looking to gain access here to heaven. Got rawkus around the corner with a shotgun. Somehow, though, that shotgun isn't as valuable as it would typically be in that position. Slow knives coming out, just kind of like...
And it still hits!
Dishing damage, yeah, and he still gets Brax coming through from babybay. It kind of looked like he was toying with them, just looking for an errant knife kill through that smoke. There's the swing, though.
Oh, wow.
Big flick from babybay. It comes down to Skadoodle again. He's been in the clutch position before. This time it's a 1-on-2 with the spike planted on the B site. Not aware of this flank that's coming through. Has to force the fight towards spawn.
I'm going to try to use that Marshall into the long range to pick up towards the A heaven. And there's Corey just peeking out, and that's the Marshall gone.
Nade trade going on. It's dodgeball up in heaven. Meanwhile, over in mid, there was a lurk coming through. That gave them that flex potential to try to make their way down ropes if they needed to, but it's not even an option. As FaZe
automatic to get these double satchel charges into the site to get control, but it's not paying off when they're playing so aggressively for FaZe. And this time it does, though, because they doubled up in terms of using Curry's flashes and the boom bot to make sure that they take having control. And there you go, automatic 2 on the board.
They needed to get those early kills, and they found them. But the player they're really going to have trouble dealing with is babybay with that op. But as I say that, rawkus falls. Another piece of the defense removed. The final round of the first half looking good for T1. 5-on-2, and they pop the ult as well from Dawn. They've got Cosmic Divide. They've got Lockdown. Literally everything you could possibly want, plus player advantage. So babybay just flies in with the shotgun, knowing there really isn't much of a chance to win this round. Corey is at least able to catch one up in heaven. Nade's going to go down into the back corner. Hoping maybe there's a Viper or even an ult hanging out back there. There's the fly-in with the rocket. It's a nice shot from the rocket onto Skadoodle. Hold on. Things are starting to look good here. Corey doing significant damage as he's brought it down to now a 1-on-2. Spike planted for Corey, but it's not going to make a difference.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Skadoodle just got decked as he got absolutely manhandled by the sheriff as babybay goes for the swing. And the site is in their control. Now, Dawn at least gets a little bit of a freebie on rawkus. But they will have site control and spike planted in just a moment. Babybay in a difficult position. A lot of players coming towards that direction. Has to try to do some damage. Curry with the distance shot. That's a downtown blow from the frenzy. To hit that shot from that far away is impressive. Now Corey's all alone. And that turret's going to make things so much harder for them, though. They have the Seekers on the other side. There's flashes coming through. There's a snake bite, 2 satchels for automatic. The only thing they have is the snake bite here. As they start to make their way out onto the site, they're finding kill after kill. Corey is in position, but the spike's been tapped. He can get another kill here. There's a paint shells coming, but again, Corey's just going to use the satchels to get back behind the gravity well that's waiting around the corner. I love this too. The flash is going to give them a false sense of security as he's on the other side of the wall. The nade also right on point with Skadoodle. He tried to go for a strafe jump around the corner, but doesn't even get the lead in. It'll be site control for FaZe. Player advantage for FaZe, trying to hit double digits as T1 has successfully thwarted the attack takes so far for FaZe.
Yep.
But now the setup looks good.
Yeah, and they have post plan. This is pretty much a game over right now. FaZe should be able to take this round unless the 2 players die on the top of a ramp, and it starts off there. Dawn first kill onto babybay. Babyj's, oh, actually he made it across. He's not being damaged by the snake bite, so he's in a great position.
But in that time, the site's been lost. Now, this is the biggest problem.
That's GG.
Lineup City, double shot coming out. Will it land in time? No.
Yep.
Oh, there you go, it did. With the poison orb, I couldn't see it. We were watching the second one, so I thought that was the first that went out, but it was actually the second on the other side of the Cosmic Divide. As they work their way through, that's the big piece of it. The ult being popped by the Viper. Brax does find 2 in the backside of site. The turret might actually take care of that last remaining target on site as it dropped them down to 3 HP inside the Viper ult. Meanwhile in mid, got the defensive Viper ult, and babybay is actually able to sneak past it. Has to be careful though, as there's a player right on the other side. babybay trying to allow the HP to regain the full, and it happens. babybay goes for the swing, but it's all up to the other baby, on the B site, has the spike. Time is a problem. 15 seconds left, and they're going to get so much information off that flash. babybay does not have a choice. Has to go for the plant. The turret is going to go down to at least try and stop this, but that's a beautifully placed gravity well in a round where they've already got a massive weapon advantage.
Oh, babybay actually just got a nice pick onto Dawn to be heaven. This opens things up a bit as the trades continue to lurk up, and we already have one in spawn. They could go back through ropes. There's still so much time. babybay could go for a flank, get this kill onto automatic, and then you go into the A site. This is such a tough position. Nice ult, and it stopped. There you go.
Yeah, that's huge. Catching automatic on the retreat as well as canceling the ult, that has impact in the rounds that follow. As they'll gain access to A, they'll plant the spike. It'll be a 2-on-3. Numbers in favor of FaZe. There is a Cosmic Divide, and there is a lockdown in the hands of the defense. Nice trade to give them control of screens. This is very much winnable for Skadoodle. 1-on-2, player towards elbow is going to spot them out first. And now the walk around will take place. Zachareee going for a little bit of a hike into heaven. Has the flank play, and it's a freebie for FaZe. As the push gets ready to begin, they're going to make their way into heaven. Dawn is the first point of contact. You've got automatic down below as well. It's a great setup, but it's working out nicely for both teams initially. Trades going back and forth, but it is going to be T1 who holds on. Here comes the play towards the A site as they fly in.
No.
Somehow, some way, the Odin does not connect, despite the fact that it was point-blank range. T1 survive another onslaught of a round as a fast push comes in at the tail end.
To take the Bladestorm out now. It's a low buy for FaZe as they finally have their economy broken. And that might be the mistake that allows T1 to actually bring this into overtime.
After a promising defensive half,
Ouch.
things have turned a little bit. babybay flies into heaven, gets an early pick. There's the right clicks and the dash to get away. That's huge. As he doesn't realize there were targets right on the other side of that door. babybay gets the dink through the wall. That's so disappointing. As the ult has now run its course, a weapon has been picked up. There's the Killjoy ult coming out as well. Lockdown. And let's see what they decide to do. Rawkus is going to try to slow them down by dropping some util towards elbow. And there's a satchel just to escape, just to be safe. As they make their way out, that's the call. They've been pushed out towards elbow.
Yep.
I don't think that snake bite's on the spike, but at least it's close. There it is. FaZe close out map number 1, 13-10. It definitely proved to be a bit difficult, even in that on the defensive side against FaZe on their map selection. Dog's going to fly out. Skadoodle actually takes some shot from the sheriffs of FaZe. That was actually specifically babybay who was sending shots in that direction. Curry still over towards site. Things are starting to fall apart just a little bit. It's down to Dawn and Dawn alone, and that is a great pistol round win for FaZe. Automatic will be the first one to spot them, but somehow, despite that, it works out quite nicely. Curry on just 1 HP does convert on a few kills, which is impressive to say the least. With 1 minute and 3 seconds left, they're taking their time, but what they don't realize is that Brax has already made it all the way around. Placement of the spike will be a deciding factor here. If they drop it on the other side, that is going to be difficult, and the drone just gave away the position. The whole thing is blown up. There's the dart coming out. The swing from Brax, though, in the one-on-one, and the jump peaks coming through as well. There's the recon dart to give away the position. The dart's been destroyed, and now Brax knows where this last player is located. It's all going to come down to this 1v1. It's SMG versus rifle at distance as well, but Rawkus is sitting on a full boat. It's going to come down to whether or not Brax can connect on a headshot first and send that crosshair flying with the dink. But Rawkus is playing this so perfectly, so patiently. Head checking over the box is Brax, making sure he keeps an eye on which way he's moving. 55 HP, but Brax somehow able to make it happen. 55 HP, and he'll have enough time for the defuse as well. T1 just barely gets on the board. Edge of the smoke, has to be careful as there is Brax around the corner, and now the Seeker's coming through as well, and that's going to make things so much harder. As Zachareee goes to escape, 7 HP for Zachareee. FaZe has not really gained much control of the map here, and now they have to contest with one in mid. Curry's got this with some crossfire set up from automatic. This is looking like a promising round for T1.
And you understand for FaZe why they wanted to fight towards that garden so much, because you did have an ult available for Dawn.
And Zachareee does have Cosmic Divide. Curry has it on the other side, but it looks like they're just going to start things off with a good old-fashioned aggressive play from automatic. Take control of wine cellar, kill the door, eliminate the possibility of any real threat from FaZe. This round is looking all T1 as babybay went into B main to go for an orb control. Dawn has pushed down Cat, has the backside of that play blown up. Might see a kill here from Catwalk with Zachareee. Yep, there's 1 and 2. That's actually big. Some punishing damage being dealt. Oh, no. Might be able to catch another one, but babybay, excuse me, couldn't get the rifle under control.
But now with 20 seconds left, it's going to be Zachareee looking to save his weapon if he can towards the last few seconds of the half.
The other side to try and connect. They're looking for more information, more damage to be dealt. Zachareee playing close. Didn't get pinged out by the flying in jet. And it reduces everything down to the two remaining players here, Automatic and Brax. They're trying to make their way onto the site. One's already down there. Automatic on just 45 HP though, tries to escape through tree room, and he will not be granted access on the escape route. It's 5-3. FaZe find another round. babybay does die. Does Automatic have what it takes to best babybay? Right now, Automatic's got line of sight. Ooh, this is going to be a freebie. babybay got caught on the rotate out, trying to head towards B. That's a big early pickup. This might be another one here for Automatic, who comes in swinging with the op yet again.
Oh.
And that's a misnade. Whoops. Would have been a space gainer. There is a smoke down, but instead, we're just going to have to fly on out. And Automatic is really feeling it with the op right now. Sure, Automatic gets traded out, but that's 3 kills on the round with the op. There's still a player on site. That's going to be difficult for them to get past. One on stairs as well.
Corner here with this operator. There you go. Wins it.
Well played yet again from Automatic. Early advantage. There's a Cosmic Divide coming out. And what are they trying to do with it? Curry tries to go on the other side and peek. It looks like they're just going to fly through this into the site. Brax is in back sight, but can't contest with the amount of firepower coming in his direction. So Skadoodle left alone. Already downstairs. Oh my gosh, had an opportunity. And the shock dart almost does damage to Corey as well, but forced to work with 4 as they make their way towards B site. Somehow that spam just isn't where it needs to be. It was dangerously close. How babybay is the first one to get in position is a little bit peculiar to me. Brax gets a dig shot from point blank range with the Odin. babybay, excuse me, waiting around the corner. That's 3 for babybay. A huge round win. babybay right around the corner. Oh, actually only able to get 1, but that's the quick play, the heads-up reaction from babybay. As the two babies combine, and Corey is already there on the back end of the play as well. Brax,
good luck.
Sure, you made it on the B, but the spike ain't there with you. The spike all the way back in mid. Brax has to dodge the pulses coming out from the recon dart. There's one coming downstairs already. Position given away. Recon dart coming out. Trying to do some bloodshed here. Gets sucked into the gravity well. And actually still almost got a kill out of it.
Expensive, but it was a nice 4v1 in the end, though, for FaZe. Wow. They held the mid side so well, and T1 firing range towards his mid side. Push out towards B main. Lots of info. And it's even up on a 4-4.
Good pistol damage coming out from T1. Spotted out just towards Hell. babybay moving into position as well. The dog flies out. They know where he's coming from anyway. But now it's up to rawkus. And rawkus isn't sure. Looking for that other player. Now realizes they're both in Hell. A missed dart is a missed opportunity here. That's going to send them flying out, but it's Skadoodle to save the day. A huge thrifty round.
The Odin spray, but unfortunately didn't pay off. T1 realizes that, and they're just going to press back forward and aggressively towards B main site.
How babybay is able to survive from that position. You've got some spam coming out. Zacharee's on site, getting caught by the pings, getting sucked into the gravity well as well. Zachareee is in a really difficult spot, needs some support, but Zacharee's the only one in that entire fight for FaZe that gets a kill. And babybay now on the back end of it. Cat.
That's why they're scared.
babybay could shut this down if he plays this right. babybay right around the corner. 1, 2. That's exactly what we were talking about. Another one for babybay. Now the spike is dropped. 23 seconds left. T1 potentially shooting themselves in the foot by taking a little too long. babybay has picked up a gun as well. Tosses it over to his compadre. They need to get this kill on this last player. That's going to be babybay with the 4K. A huge stop from FaZe.
Run the lockdown as retake 2. So this is actually really good right now for FaZe.
This is big. The big kills coming in from babybay. They read that one so well, and there's babybay and babybay.
One enemy remaining.
The toddler duo. Down to Dawn. And it is not happening.
10
They
seconds left.
pulled everything out that they could. Dawn's going to do some damage here at the very least. Try to take a few players with them.
With the Trailblazer. So mid to be split potential, and a first blood onto Corey.
Corey goes for that spam, trying to get one early. Instead, it's returned in kind. Killjoy ult coming out on B to try to stop this push from happening. This is a really interesting round. Skadoodle takes a ton of damage trying to get past the nano swarms. Do much of anything right now.
Yeah, aggressive angle because he has the dash and not able to get any kills. Coming out, oh, with the updraft Curry puts him down. That was a crossfire setup in clay shooting.
Has an idea of how many are coming. I like this maneuver from babybay and babybay to lock down this B site. There's the dash out. It's babybay and babybay again combining on the B site. It's now down to one remaining player. It's automatic. The classic has to come out with 40 HP and 30 seconds left. It's almost impossible, and it is. 13-10. FaZe will take the series 2-0, and they will punch their ticket to Challengers playoffs as T1 is eliminated.